have over here? No, all right, people, we're live.
Yeah. The list of quite a few application things that are going to be available for enrollment.
See which one changes first.
Yeah, that one's like
What is that?
slow.
Number. Oh, I didn't vote last week because we
It's 7.
didn't have that many, but I can actually vote.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Tom, you, Bob,
Yeah.
Janice,
Here.
Tyrese,
Here.
Sam here, Lyle,
Here.
Cheryl,
Here.
Walter.
Okay, look at the minutes, see if there's any changes.
I'll make a motion to accept as written.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor? Oh, is there a discussion, sorry, is there a discussion? Anything, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, pass. 7-0.
You're not a voting member.
I am a voting member as long as, because there is 7 of us. If there was only 6 of us, I cannot vote. But because there are 7 of us, I can vote. I asked for clarification, but yes, I can vote. If we only have, so, if we had an odd number or even numbers, if we had 4 people, if we had like 5 people and you guys voted or whatever, or if we had a quorum or whatever, then I don't vote. I only vote as a tie, so I can vote. So it's 7-0. Okay, liaison report. Still probably don't have anything because our meeting was after their meeting and it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're taking them tomorrow. The detailed budget expense was sent to the chairperson. Donna has it, it should be in your guys' packet. That's being sent. If we discuss anything else, I have it up so that we can send it to them tonight so you guys can have a meeting and discuss it. Anything else we'll discuss when you have your meeting. I don't think there's anything right now to bring to them until we make a decision on things, right? Okay, what is that? Our budget as of December 31st, that is our budget. The signs are not taken out of that budget right now because I purchased 2, but when we did it, it did not tell us that the card was on hold as a payment thing. It was when they were delivered, then they purchased it, they used our card. Well, it wasn't in the budget when they purchased it, like they sent it, they delivered it, then they tried to get the payment, and because the credit card didn't have it on it and it wasn't put in for it, we have gotten, like 3 late notices, 4 late notices. But that is getting resolved on Tuesday. Our decision right now that we have to make is, I ordered 2 signs, front and back and everything. They're sitting in the garage. One would be ours, and it has been brought to my attention and has been talked about, is letting the new hall purchase the other sign, and they would pay for it, so that it would eliminate all of the beautiful papers that are on the wall, and so Sarah can see out the window, and it's not on the thing. And if we're renting out the hall, if they're renting out the hall, they can do what we do in the board as, hey, at this point, there is a party happening, you know, this is what's going on, and so people can understand that that's where that party is also. And when voting comes around, they can stick the ballots on both sides of the board so that everybody can see it. Our decision is, are we okay letting the township purchase the other sign, or would you like us to return it?
Charge them interest. And storage fees.
Well, it's not paid, so I kinda can't. But that's the thing, are we okay, they're gonna pay for half of it and we pay for the other half, so it's like $2,444, I think that's the whole total cost of it. So they would pay for some of it. But I just wanna throw it, how does everyone feel?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it too.
Absolutely.
I can bring it up tomorrow at the Parks and Rec meeting and make sure that everybody's in line with it and then go from there.
Yeah, so if everyone's fine with it and you guys are fine with it, I'm hoping we can get it paid on Tuesday and not have even more backup and all of that. But they're sitting there, and I'm hoping we can get them done and all of that. So if everyone's okay with it, that's what we'll do, and I will let the supervisor know that we are okay with it and that you're gonna take it to the planning commission. So right now, that's what our budget looks like. We'll have minus however much the sign is for our part on it.
Do you remember what the amount would be on that?
So I wrote it on there. Our amount is
Oh, right there.
$2,499.60 for 2 signs. So divide that by 2.
You need a motion for that?
No, I just wanted to let everyone know like what we're doing. So our cost for our sign would be $1,249.80 for our part of the sign. So that's part of our budget we got. Then the dog posts and the cigarette things, because our meeting was after theirs, still needs approval and go through the proper channels of everything. So it's a really good thing that our meeting is before the planning commission and the planning commission is before the actual board meeting, and we can have all of this stuff done. So on to the electrical bids.
Yeah, I talked to an electrician, and when I talked to him, the questions he asked, I realized I didn't have the answers for, so I didn't go any further, but I give everybody a copy of, we talked about it being a recessed light, so we need to talk about how many, and if there's a specific style, what we want to go with, and then I can actually get bids.
Okay.
Right now, I didn't have enough information to do that. Now, this one for $44.20, that's a package of 6, and so is this other one with, that's $54.99.
Okay.
That's also a pack of 6. The other one for $9.97 is individuals.
Okay.
But what I was thinking, do we want to do like 2 rows of 3 or 4, or just 1 row down the middle? I mean,
Yeah. So do we, the small lights, do we want somewhat bigger lights for the recess lights? Because we did talk about that, we want the recess light. Do we just do them in the middle or in the actual pavilion? Or do we do some on the outside of the pavilion when you walk, what is it called, eaves, yeah, eaves. So that's what we need to find out too.
Did the electrician suggest, did you ask?
I didn't have the
Maybe
information he
that's
wanted,
just-
so,
Oh, and how many you think that he suggests?
right?
Yeah, we could do that too. So, I don't know how big the pavilion is. Do we know the size of the pavilion?
Well, if the only thing we're putting the lighting in is so that there's some type of security as far as when somebody's walking around and there are just enough lights so you can see where you're going. I think 6 would probably do it, but if we want to light it to where, you know, somebody's gonna be having a function there and need more light, then you're probably gonna want to go with 8 to 10.
You want to be light, it was closed at dusk.
It doesn't close until 10.
Hmm?
It doesn't close till 10. According to the website, it doesn't close till 10. It closes at 9, is what I think that's what it is. It closes at 9 or dusk.
Probably almost have to put it on a meter so it does shut the lights off at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Cause we got people up here that camp on the picnic tables now, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I've drove up on
Yeah.
a couple of them. It's very creepy.
They'll have toasters and electric fryers going. cooking
We
their
already
breakfast.
we have the timers already in the garage for the electricity and the floodlights.
Oh, the wall plugs all shut off at a certain time too?
Yes, you can have them shut off at a certain time.
Oh,
That reminds me, I do have to go shut those off. Because we shut them off, we had them on for events, because we were using them so often. We left them on, and then I just forgot to shut them off. But they're on a timer to be like, I think he set them for, they're on from like this time to this time, and then they shut off, and then they start back on. But I think when we looked at it, we can actually just shut it off for the winter months and then turn it back on like in April.
yeah.
Leave them on, do the whole like timer system. Because I know the floodlight itself is on a timer too, and I think the electricity is on its own timer too. They're in separate boxes. And then we have the fuse box that's in there that has a couple of empty fuse spots for it, and those are in their own separate things. They're just weirded, labeled weird,
Yeah.
and you can't figure out where. But I'm not the electrician in my family, that would be the supervisor and planning commission person, so they do it all. But yeah, so we could put it at a timer, we could see if the timer could even like go with, if we have to fix another timer in there, we can.
Well, the way they are, in order, because you have to cut the hole in the ceiling in order to get them down, you would want to have the number that, I mean, you couldn't buy 6 and then just say, we'll add a couple more later if we need it, because then it wouldn't be uniform as far as how spaces them out. So I would say 6 would be a minimum. We could even probably go at 8.
I'm trying to figure out how big it is, and I can't remember on the cameras. So yeah, we'll have to figure out how much do we want. Do we want just in the middle, and we'll have to do the timer too, so that would also have to be put in with the electricity bid, how much a timer box would cost, and what we
They
want.
could probably just wire it into the one that's already over there.
Yeah, we could, we'll have to do that part of it too. So how many lights does everyone think we should get?
these come in 6-packs, you probably, if you're getting one of these two, you're gonna get 12 anyway.
54 by 30.
54 by
Did you
30.
finally find it? I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Find it. Okay, so how big is it?
54 by 30.
54 by 30.
I guess some of these just changes colors,
Oh,
and
yeah.
even has,
If it changes,
speakers for the written
Oh,
down.
I know they do.
they are amazing.
They do this, they do. They're good.
And if I could do it and be okay for Halloween, probably do it in a heartbeat, but I don't like the creepy sounds that come out of the jukebox already. But this one, your 6-pack one has 4 inches, and then it has also has 6 inches. So how big of a light do we want? Do we just want the 4-inch lights? Or 6-inch lights?
I thought I was looking
I
at
guess if we're doing
like
12.
homes or something like that, they're all.
4 inches?
If we're doing 12. 4 should be good. Where are these from?
2 of them's from Menards, I also got one from Home Depot. I checked up to the building center and that, and their
This
prices
is
was
Menards.
quite a bit
Yeah,
more.
where's this one from?
This one looks
Yeah.
like a Home Depot.
Okay, because it says it's 4 and 6 inch.
Yeah.
Would they have a 6-inch one? If you wanted 6 inch?
Those are like flimsy.
Think, yeah, these are metal, encased in metal, and these are 6-inch.
So we want to see what the 6-inch one will do.
Let's see if they have it.
Like 2 mice about every 8 foot, so doing.
These ones here, you can have a big eye.
That's what I was thinking, just by the number of tables that's there, 2 rows. I mean, basically, it's just so there's enough light that we don't break their neck when something's going on over there. It was pretty dark in there at the Halloween thing.
You're right.
Just a little bit, but it gave it ambiance.
Yeah.
And, scared the things out of people because they're creepy.
And 12 of these would be $88. And then you could, I'd be able to go forward more and have the information on for the electrician. I wanted to get with you on that too, see if there's an electrician that you use on a regular basis that I could get a quote from maybe. Bob.
Okay, so it's gonna be the same company that makes it the 6-inch, but it's 12 watt instead of the 9 watt that they have, and it's $77.47 for 6.
Yeah.
So I think 4-inch works, and then 12.
Well, these here are 6-inch.
Those ones are 6
Yeah,
inch.
she got 12 of these.
Who's 6 inches?
And you said this one comes in a 6-pack,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 6 inch, yeah. They are 6 inch.
They look like a sturdier light.
Yes,
Yeah.
steel housing.
So what we kind of want is a steel casing,
Yeah.
housing,
I think so.
6 inches, 12
Yeah.
legs.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to work.
Sure, that's not overkill.
Well, it doesn't, you don't have to put them all in, but they can only come in a 6-pack, so you're kind of stuck.
We could put, well, do we just want 6?
I think about every 8 foot. But this is all good, because
I mean, you could even have put the 8 down and then you got a few that's in storage in case something
Yeah.
gets busted and then you just
Yeah.
swap it out.
I'm not the builder in my family, so.
Hmm?
I'm not the builder in my family, this is all.
You can just put junction boxes up in there, and as they're going along, And you can always just take cover if you wanna put a light there, otherwise you just leave it and go. If you don't like the lights or the size, maybe you want 4 at this end and 2 at the other, or however you're gonna do it. But you can just run those junction boxes, the electrician put them in, and you can even use that for a plug. You can convert that over to a plug on one side or a light where you can plug stuff in. If, not saying that's what you would do, but you just put your junction boxes in, they're not that expensive, and then you can change things as anything changes. You can even run a wire off that junction box and go another direction if you wanted one on the outside or 2 on the outside. And because once your conduit's running, your wire's there, your junction
This is
box is
already
there,
there.
that's the key thing that
Yeah.
you need.
And then we can just add the lights if we need to.
You
if they
can
come
add,
through
you
it.
can add whatever you want after that,
So, yeah.
just a thought.
And I appreciate your thought, because like I said, I'm not an electrician.
Well, you don't wanna be, I deal with this a lot.
Okay.
And you just don't wanna be starting to all run new conduit and break this and this,
Yeah.
oh, now this isn't here. Or at least, like you say, put some spacing and just put, they're covered, they're sealed. Nobody can mess with them, they're just up in the rafters, right with your wires or wherever, and you can always tie into it and you're done. Maybe you wanna put a fan out there, I don't know, I'm just saying.
For hot summer days, maybe.
For sunbathing.
So, yeah, so I would look to see if we did the conduit
Right, so we could wire
Run it.
for 12, but
Yeah. and only put in
only
six.
put in the 6 and have the others as plugs or whatever until we decide we need it or not.
Yeah, and then we can just do the 6-pack or do 6 lights, and then if we decide,
Yeah,
except if we decide to get more, we can get more lights, so we're not overspending, we're not leaving them sit places and go that way. And maybe we decide that we need the bigger an inch or whatever on it, that too. Okay.
everybody agree with this one then?
Yep.
Okay, so you're still willing to find all the electrical bids?
Yeah,
Okay. So the next one on there is the porta pot toilet rentals. I know we have a company for it. Is it still the city sewer cleaners? Was that the one we used? I know we used it in '23, but I didn't know if we used it last year too.
Yeah, they were the only people that actually got back with us, so.
Okay, I did find a couple of places too. I was going to make phone calls over my 2-week Christmas break, but it did not work that way. I did not leave my bed for being in pain. I do have places I just would like, if anybody on the board would be willing to call these places to get quotes and have what we need for rentals, if anybody would be okay making those phone calls. I have it all down. We usually get the handicap Portage Johns, all these companies have them, and it's just finding out, like, if we do, we've done it from May 1st to October 31st, how much it's gonna cost, and the cleanings and everything like that.
You don't talk to me, that's your choice.
If anybody be willing to make those phone calls.
Yeah, I can do it.
You were willing to make those phone calls?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't wanna pressure anybody into it, I just like,
That's fine.
I just wanna know, I have it and I will write it up better and I will email it to you, all of the things.
Okay.
So, we usually get the handicap one, right, that sits on the slab out there. We call when it needs to be cleaned.
So how many were you looking to get?
No, they
We only
usually
get
come in
one.
every Monday.
Every Monday, yeah, they usually come in.
Just, yeah, they just get the one, the big one, they
Yeah, we got a
Okay.
big one that sits on a slab, so the slab's already in place.
Okay.
So I'll also put that on there, there's a slab already in place, it's nice and neat, everything on the end of the parking lot.
far ended,
And it's just finding out,
down by the side.
Okay.
the additional cost for cleaning and when they come out, so that we know. But I did find some, I did have one, so I will send, when you get them all through, we can discuss that at our next meeting too. Cause I wanna get that done, before all of our events and rentals coming out in May. You need to make sure it's there before, so also like, make sure the earliest it comes out is the first week in May or that last week of April. So, but I'll put the dates in there too when we need it. And we'll go through, we have till October 31st is when we usually do it, and then they come pick it up like November 1st,
Yeah.
right? And we'll just, that budget part, I just wanted to know if anybody would be willing to make it, so thank you for willing to make those phone calls. Okay, then events. We're moving beautification day to April 26th, and I'm gonna make the backup day April 17th. I do know that is probably still going to be very, up in the weather of if it's gonna rain, if we're still have to do the frost on it.
You mean May 17th?
She meant Mason.
I may.
We knew what she
Okay.
meant. I knew what she meant.
What did I say?
You said April.
April.
I didn't say anything.
It's sitting in front of me.
I know.
I knew what you meant.
Like, I thought I said it, but okay.
That's all right.
So, April 26th is gonna be the first day. If it's not raining, or, oh, well, I'm gonna say, if it's not typical Michigan weather, raining or snowing or any of that, and if we can, with the frost level, do what we need to do, because it's gonna be putting the horseshoe pits in and getting those fixed, and putting in the new sign, cleaning up the flower bins, flower boxes, cause they should be getting ready to, I don't know, bloom. Making sure everything's clean for events that are starting like the second week of May. If not, May 17th will be the backup day of hoping we can get everything in and all of that. If May 17th also doesn't work, I will pick a day and I will fix the rest of it, and I will call and see who can help, and we'll go from there, because the summer months are gonna be very, very packed with events and rentals and all of that, so we may or may not get things done when we need to, but we'll have to pick a weekend and do it, and hopefully they've done an event. So those are on there. I thought about, and I want to know your guys' thoughts on it. With the new hall, whenever it is done, renting it out or using that also as a event space for us as township and as a park, even though it is not the park. Another way of just, they're gonna be at the park still, so they can still use it, but it's showing case that, you know, we're using the hall as well as the park. There are a couple of cases that, you know, they have mother-daughter or mother-daughter or mother-son dances and special things, but they're usually specifically for like certain schools. So Millington does it for them, but it's only Millington kids that do it. For like Vassar, they have the Kiss Dance, and it's only specifically for Central kids. I would like to do it for all the way from babies all the way up to like grown kids. To have this day where they're with their parents, they're doing something, be what it is. And it's not just like, oh, it's mom and son thing, it's a mom and kids. Because, you know, like my mom has a mom and, or a daughter and a son. So, yeah, all of that. And then for the father one, doing the same thing, having a father-kid event. Because some kids have it. And not just the father thing, I mean like, it could be their grandpa, a male figure of some sort for those kids to bring in and do it. I kind of went a little haywire on the father's one. I don't know why. I went a little haywire on the father's one. I know Boy Scouts used to do it, and I don't know if they still do it. I have to talk to a couple of the Boy Scout leaders. But when my brother was in Boy Scouts, I loved the Piper Derby,
Oh, yeah.
the little car
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
I couldn't do it because I was a girl and I was in Girl Scouts. So I would like to do that.
We never had to go over to Saginaw and run the Pinewood Derby?
No, I did not. But I also found all of the little kits to do it, and if they didn't want to do the cars, I also found boat derby and the boat launch thing, which also seems kind of fun. And they get to decorate it, they get to have it, they get to build it while at that event and all of that.
And you said these would be primarily inside the,
If inside, if we need to, outside, if like it's really nice outside in May or June, we can go outside. If it's kind of cold and, you know, nasty, I can move everything
I was just,
inside.
because May 10th is the Mother's Day, but we're not doing the cleanup or nothing until May 17th.
Yeah, our second one if we need to, yeah. And I do know, like, May 9th, or that weekend is the wedding that's happening. So we could be completely separate and we can be in the hall while they're out there and not disturbing anybody and all of that. We can still have an event. The mother one, I'm having really hard ideas coming up with. I thought a Nerf gun war. That's like the first thing I thought was Nerf guns and fighting, because I don't know why. Also thought about a tea party, but like some kids are not going to want to have a tea party with their moms. It's just not going to happen. They don't want to do that.
Arts and crafts.
We could do arts and crafts with them, and I'm pretty sure, you know, moms are gonna love that. But how do you feel about adding those events to our already long event thing? Do we wait and push it off for next year and we see and we stick with what we have? Or we see how it goes for like one of the events and then go that way? I want to know how everyone
I
feels.
think try it.
Try it. Okay.
It may be shitty this year, but next year it might be all right.
Like all the other events that have happened.
I know a lot of the Mother's Day events, I've seen people do where they have flats of different kinds of flowers and the kids plant it in a little pot and that's, they give it to their mothers for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Which springtime you put your flowers out in flower beds and stuff.
Or a nice craft, you know, the library has all kinds of craft.
Yeah.
And they can have some other, craft for the child, make something nice.
Yeah, we can make the, like I've seen birdhouses too.
Yeah.
I've seen birdhouses.
Yes.
They can do the birdhouses with their gardens and we can even just plant flowers too. Get little seeds, flowers, whatever. Like I said, the father-kid one, I was like, hey, I remember doing Pinewood Derby and I really wanted to do it. And the mother-kid one, the first thing that hit me was tea, and I'm like, oh, I don't even drink tea. My mom doesn't drink tea. But we could do arts and crafts. We've had a lot of adults wanting to do crafts when they're at the events. So okay, we can do that. I will look into that. I just wanted to know how everyone feels about it. And if they wanted to do it. So is everyone okay with the Pinewood Derby thing for the father-kid one?
Well, with the Boy Scouts and stuff with that, usually the kids have the model for 1 or 2 weeks and work on it at home and then they race it. So to have them to do it right then and there, I'm not sure.
They come in the kits themselves, like they all have the outline of it all, what it looks like, what it does. There's so many things. It has like 3 different designs on it that they could do on it. Like it's the boat one is just a piece of slab wood with the sail, and then they get to paint it, and they go. The Pinewood Derby kits themselves have the bodies that shaped already, so they won't like.
So they don't have to.
They don't have to curve it, and they don't have to do all of that like they do. They would just have to put the tires on, paint it,
Mhm.
however they want to do it. And I'm like, it could be a couple, you know, like however long we can do it for. So like, I know in your guys' case, you have like several grandkids and several sons.
Yeah.
So if it's gonna take that long, I don't have a problem sitting there, you know.
Does the
letting it
kits
go.
include the track that they're gonna be racing down?
I don't think that one does. And I can't find one on Amazon.
Talked to Gordon Robinson because he was kind of high up in the Boy Scouts. And, well, even my son would probably know because he was really,
Yeah.
I think he was part of buying it.
Yeah.
And they have a nice track.
And like we could ask them if like we
Yes.
could borrow it for the evening or something
Yes.
like that, or renting it. But like if it takes all day, if we go like, oh hey, it's gonna start at this time, but you know, like the last kid that are a perfectionist and want it perfect does, you know, last longer. I don't have a problem staying longer and letting them do it. But yes, let's go downhill so faster and let them go.
Just close the rest of the
Let's just close the hill for little cars going down the hill. I don't think the city will allow us to do that.
You never know.
But, so how about the father-kid thing? Just how do you feel about the Pinewood Derby cars and boats?
I like the idea.
All you do is try.
Okay.
I wish there was some way we could do it for the boys and the girls, though.
It is,
Some of the girls are.
it is, it's just, it's kids.
Okay.
It's kids generally, so like, for my
So it's their
dad,
Father's Day,
yeah,
but it's
for
still.
my
okay,
dad,
okay.
he would bring both of his children, and we get to do one of those. And like, for you, you can bring your daughter and be done, you know, okay with it. Like, my cousin has, 3 boys and a girl, so he could bring all of
Okay.
them, and, you know.
I just got to the mindset of the Boy Scouts and stuff, that's what.
Yeah, no, I did it for all of them because I know some girls only have a father figure in their life. They don't have a mom for whatever reason, and I know some boys only have moms in their lives or one figure. And I didn't want to have them be excluded. Like I know the one at Central calls it the kiss dance, so it's kids bring someone special. So it's whoever they have in their life that's special to them, they can do it. I just think it'd be nice to do something for Mother's Day and Father's Day weekend. So with that, if we're gonna do that this year, I'm going to remove the summer fun from the events. That's the June 21st one. We did put on the disclaimer that anything can be changed, so no one's can't get really mad at me. We put it on the disclaimer at the bottom. Events may change, times may change, all of that will change. It was just so that they are aware that we are still having events at our park. So that they are like, oh, hey, I know this is coming up. Well, if we change it to Father's Day, because if we did the Father's Day one, it was the 14th having an event, the 21st having an event. I think the next weekend also having an event for just adults. I don't want to spend all my June doing events. I just can't. So we're gonna remove the summer fun one. We have all of the stuff, so if we decide to do something later, change it, we have everything in there. We can use it next year and add things, take away things. Not a big deal. It's just sitting in our shed anyways. So that is all for events. Anybody else, something about events? What do you think about events? I'm hoping on Tuesday we can have the board approve a meeting. I don't remember how we worded it, but the event committee that will help with setting up events, talking about events, how they want to work out events at the hall and all of this, and making them bigger and better with people that know how to do those events, like the Halloween one, how to make it better, how to make it bigger, what do we add, do we do another trail thing like for Christmas, do we do one for Easter, things like that. I'm hoping with that committee that they approve it. It's gonna be volunteer completely, that we can get these events bigger and better and not just me doing these things and thinking everyone's gonna love them and I have no clue because like I don't have kids. I work at a school but I don't have kids and I'm not married, so like what events appeal to people and all of that. What appealed to me, isn't gonna appeal to other people, so that's what I'm hoping that committee will do. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. So anybody else have questions or concerns about events? Okay,
The only other thing before we're done, when do we want these done by? Is this something we want to get done right away, or is it something that we have the bids and to be done in the spring to be ready
I would like the lights, we want them done as soon as possible, right?
as soon as possible?
As soon as possible.
Okay.
Why not have some more construction over on that place all day long? Okay. Additional business. So, I have the rules here, we have to make sure before we put them back up, because I know they're up there, but they need to be redone because they're kind of sun bleached. And with the new sign, I kind of want to make them bigger than this little piece of paper here. Like, no one can see that. Like, that's what's up there right now. So with the new board, I would like to make them bigger. So our park regulation is, hours are dawn to dusk. We have no motorized vehicles on trails. It says mobile assessed devices allowed. Open to pedestrians and bicycles. Bicycles yield to pedestrians. Dog owners must have pets on leashes and pick up after them. No alcohol or mind-altering substances. Okay, that's been broke a couple of times, I'm pretty sure. No smoking except in the designated areas. This is the one we may have to change because it says the southwest corner of the parking lot. So do we want to put, and it says no smoking except in the designated areas, and then put where we're putting the two, next to the two located signs, because we're putting the two signs up for the smoking post. Do we want to put that underneath of it? The designated area is where the smoking posts are. Do we want to put that on there for the rule? Because the southwest corner of the parking lot, does anyone know where that is?
What about that?
Northwest.
It's the southwest.
Well, down here,
Southwest.
west over that.
I'm gonna tell you, you're talking to a dyslexic person that does not know. I still have to do this and this.
Okay, that's a point towards Ohio. And California.
I have to ask what corner our house is on Oak Road. So, no. So, do we want to leave it as the southwest corner of the parking lot, or do we want to put where the two smoke post signs are?
I would put where the
Most
posts
would be.
are they gonna be in the same, is there gonna be one of them at the southwest corner, or is it gonna be?
I'd say where the posts are gonna be.
Yes,
So, hold on, you said the southwest corner is this.
No, on
That
that,
way?
area, yeah, I thought they'd have it by the bathroom. This way
I
here
know.
is by the playground.
Yeah.
And then towards Cane Road,
So,
southwest.
But the
so it's
parking
going to
lot-
this one. It's in that corner of the parking lot.
Yeah,
See,
We're putting
it's
new
a
ones.
playground, it's in parking lot. Parking lot's by the road.
Yeah. So now we're putting one. See, this is confusing. We're gonna put one at the beginning trail by the Porta Johns, and then one by the pavilion. That's where the smoke posts are going now.
then I would put that in there.
Cause there's not a sign. Is there a sign that says no smoke designated smoke area? I don't think
I've
there
never
is.
seen it.
Yeah.
No
So
smoke.
me either. Sam.
What?
Is
I
there-
smoke where I want to smoke.
Kind of thought this is what some people do. Okay, so I'll put it where the posts are.
Put a smokier sign.
Okay, then it says no glass containers. Are we okay with that one? No glass
That should be a
containers.
definite.
No littering. That one is gonna be the same. We don't want that one. No hunting. That one's also a given. No horses, that's a given. since we have had so many people camping, do we wanna put no loitering, is that, no, yeah, do we wanna put that on there? So that we're not having them stay forever, or how do we want to try to combat that? Cause I know they use the Wi-Fi over there at probably all times of the day because it's the free Wi-Fi.
There's no camping, you can't.
Yeah, put no camping.
Just no camping?
Loiter,
You
they're
can't
gonna
say
sit
about
there on the
loitering.
Wi-Fi.
Okay, so just no camping?
Yeah.
Okay.
No sleeping in the area.
Is there any other rules you think we need to add to it?
We discussed that one time about possible disclaimer for the winter time
Yes.
when they're at the pavilion and stuff.
So, do we wanna put, in winter months, no salting on the pavilion and at your own risk?
Yeah.
Like, is that what we wanna put on the sign? Like, at winter, the parking lot will probably be snow plowed, but the pavilion's probably not gonna get salted, it's like, yeah, so.
Yeah.
If, just to salt, just to make sure we're not, you
Just put up
know,
a sign, walk at your own risk.
Yeah.
okay, I will make one of that on there.
Because we don't shovel the sidewalks or put ice down on them. Do we?
No.
Using it. You don't spread salt.
No.
Okay, do we think of anything else? Do we know of anything else? I know we also had the issue with, and we can't really solve it, but I guess we could also put on there, if the park is being rented, please respect them, because I know we've had that issue too with people
Right.
having issues with people renting the parking lot or the pavilion and then playing on the playground and people having fit about it, or like, do we wanna put something like that on the rules? Like, if there's a party going at the pavilion, please respect them, that is theirs,
Put closed for an event.
Yeah.
Not anybody.
so.
Because they're paying for it.
They're paying for the pavilion. You can have access to the playground because they're not paying for the playground, they're just paying for the pavilion.
Most people be nice enough to leave people alone.
Well, what you think about that? They're not.
No, I know
Like,
that, I'm
we've
just
had
saying.
several issues with it, but, I mean, do we wanna put that on there? If the pavilion's being rented, please respect that party, they, you know,
Yeah.
if they can call the cops on you, I'm like, at this point. Cause I think we've had several incidences with that going on.
Mhm.
So, everyone okay, please
Yeah,
put that on
yeah.
there? Yes.
Yeah, just please respect rentals.
Yeah.
You could put rentals at priority, maybe, or something.
Okay, I can do that too.
Yeah, because they're paying for it.
Well, no, I just think that,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't want to be the rental.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it says,
I'll be the road police. You don't have to
Questions,
worry
I
about it.
mean, if we just put on there about, questions or concern, is there an email address that they
Just be
can,
aware.
or a phone number that they can contact someone? If they have any concerns about the park?
I can put my township on the event coordinator, so I can put on there, like, any questions or concerns. If they see anything, they can just email the event coordinator. Is that okay with everybody? Like, if they have concerns, they can email my event coordinator, because, like,
Better you than us.
is,
It could just be
You don't wanna
the hall
put Sands here, but
address or
yeah.
something.
yeah, like, we could put, I will
put.
put my event coordinator one on it, and then if Sarah doesn't have an issue with that, I'll put your administrative one on there, just in case, if, like, and the hall number on there, just in case, like, during the day they have an issue, then call you.
We could get some, because we could get some really good input from the families that use it as far as
Yeah.
what they like, what they would like to see, things like that.
And then it says, breaking these rules will result in $100 fine.
I don't know if we can do that.
I think we can now, because we have cameras. I don't know when this when it came out if we could, but, do we also wanna put that on there? I'm pretty sure Mr. Harper has on the things that it's under surveillance signs up there. I don't know if he does, but he does. I was like, I think I've seen
There's
it.
signs all over.
But we could put them on the regulation that, you know, do we wanna put that on there too, that there is cameras up so that we can, if we need to, legal action can be taken if need be.
Just put a $100 fine, that's simple.
$100 fine? Okay,
The last time we did that when it first came up, according to the cop, what we do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this is posted, it's a lot different.
Hmm?
A lot of difference with it being posted, it
Yeah,
wasn't
you
posted
posted it,
before.
and you,
Cameras
you
that are
posted
there
it.
now.
I think if we put that, there's cameras and then if the $100 fine so that they know, because I know that was the other issue, because there was no cameras over there before and it was just a word that was the partridge.
Money gets their attention. They don't read all the sentence, but they do see figures.
Yeah.
Mr. Partridge.
Just as a reminder, you don't have the authority to charge it, so make sure that you recommend to the
Yeah.
board that they may in the past have already approved this, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But you don't have the authority to pick the number and say $100.
I'm gonna do it and then send it to all of you guys and be like, hey.
Right, you'd want to make that request to the board.
Yeah.
Through the planning commission to the board.
Yeah,
You talk about $100?
Yeah.
the $100.
It's already in the minutes somewhere.
Well, it may be, I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying it may or may not be, and if it isn't, you need to deal with it, because you don't have the authority to pick the number. Right.
I mean, it could be just like, violation of the rules may result in
And-
further action.
Yeah, so I can put that in there. I will type this up and send it to Devin, and then you guys can discuss it tomorrow. And then go from there and how we wanna do it. So there's do we wanna put anything else? So no motorized vehicles, open to pedestrians and bikes, dog owners have to have them on leash and pick them up. No alcohol or mind-altering substances, smoking in designated areas where signs are posted. No glass containers, no littering, no hunting, no horses, no camping. Winter, enter at your own risk. No sidewalks are not salted or plowed. Please be respectful of rentals. Rentals have priority. Any violation of the rules may result in a $100 fine or however many fine. Sound fine?
Sounds fine.
Okay. So the other additional business that was brought up to us before this meeting, the water situation. Is it a creek? What is that is
It's a hole.
flooding?
It's just a,
The hole? Do you have any suggestions on how to fix it? How do you think we should fix it?
oh, I think we should take the hill down.
Take
Put the
hole.
dirt back in the hole where the water's at. Otherwise, you got kids gonna run from the hall to the park. All that sand's gonna be in the new hall.
It's not only that, it's the dirt's coming away from because of the trees. That's what he's saying.
The stumps
Stumps
underneath
that are
there.
there.
We got
And it
holes
could
at
get
the end of
dangerous for
it.
kids. That's the worst of it.
Well, and the kids, when they were jumping off it on Halloween, were like taking the sand with them down the hill.
I've had a few families, they'll say,
I know they
when they
love the
go
hill.
there, that's the first thing their kids run to is that
Yeah.
hill.
You never put enough sand on the hill. There was enough sand on that property to do that properly, to cover it all up if it was done right. It was only phase one.
It was another phase.
It is plenty of sand not there right now, because he's right. It needs to be filled old, more needs to be brought in from the sites around the building and made more if you're gonna use it. Otherwise, take it down. But it was never finished.
I was wondering if they're gonna pave the parking lot for the new hall and for the park, they have to scrape what's there out in order to get a solid foundation to put the pavement down, and all that fill could just be moved over there.
Well, they're gonna strip out.
Yeah.
Don't they have to pave it?
No,
No, Cause
No.
it's like crushed, ours is crushed.
That's all
stuff.
processed gravel,
Yeah.
heck no, you know, that's base is there.
That base is there to make the base.
That
I
base
don't
is
think
already
they're very
there.
good if it's got water sitting down there.
What?
We fixed that one like a whole
You just
bunch
haven't,
now.
you haven't finished it, it was supposed to be stone-created or something for a stone top, this was just sub-bases. That's all that was ever put in. Do you want to put asphalt like they did on it, you could, if you want to put limestone, if you want. See, they put that crushed asphalt in over there, you can't asphalt over crushed asphalt. You gotta tear that out and put limestone in. Because you don't have a solid base. Asphalt, well, is not a base for asphalt.
I don't know what they're putting over there, I just know they're paving it. I don't know what they're putting over there. I just know
So,
they're paving it.
that's what you're doing over there anyway, but that's irrelevant.
So, I know the hill is
You
something.
have issues on the back of the hill, was never enough sand.
I know that the hill is everyone's favorite, is just what they love to do. But I would like to make it much, much safer. So, was that a hand up?
Well, I was gonna ask, the hole we're talking about, is it the backside of the hill where there was a hole before?
No,
or
it's
the
Charlie's
front?
got a picture.
The holes
Front
are-
of it.
The dirt has went down through the stumps.
Right.
It's causing holes. There's roots and stuff all sticking out the
On the
backside.
backside.
Yeah,
That's what I was aware of, and that's not what you're talking about now, though.
yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
we also have the issue with the water though, that's in the front, is it in front of the
No, in between the new place.
It's a low area.
the
Yeah,
low
the
area?
You're not talking about a hole per se, just a whole low area.
Behind the hill.
Not like something was dug. Yeah, okay, I got you.
And that
So-
area needs to be, just put more sand, you can put sand in there and finish the hill and, if you want the hill, if you don't, you don't.
It'd be a perfect place for some horseshoe pits.
Well,
There's a place for horseshoe pits
You already got horseshoe pits.
right up by the pavilion.
Those are just stakes in the ground.
Well, yeah, they're just stakes in the ground, but at one time they were gonna have boxes built. So you would have a receiving area for the shoes.
Okay.
you guys have to decide what your picture is. As a group, this group decided they wanted a sled hill. That might mean, instead of taking it down to fill it, you look at what your options are to fix it and finish it. Because the way I remember it, that was gonna be phase one, and several of us were upset about the fact that those roots were sticking out the back. Some stone, wood chips and stuff were put over it to hide it as best as possible. Some of the sand was moved to put over it, but it's gonna wash down because there's stumps under there. So there's more work needs to be done if you're gonna continue with a sand hill, a sled hill. You gotta look at your options. If you don't want a sled hill, there's your option. Move the sand and use it. If you want a sled hill, kind of get quotes on what it's gonna take to fix it.
They did just make that other sledding.
I was like, they just made the other sled hill.
Yeah.
Who did?
So do you guys?
Basically.
Well, they also have parks, so we don't need a park to use that argument.
No, I'm just saying, like, I
I'm
know
just
they
saying,
did it.
Don't go by
They-
that.
They also just did it and I
They
don't know, they,
finished theirs.
They
Yeah.
finished
They
theirs,
finished it.
they had.
You started,
they
you, the
paid for
township,
that.
started before them.
Yes,
You just never finished.
finished. So, like I said, I know the kids love the hill. That is something that they love to do. And for some of our families out here, it's gonna be a lot easier to drive like a mile down the road than wherever the sled hill is in town. Where is it in town?
At the dog park on Water Road.
Okay, so by the youth football field, is that
Yeah.
where it's
Right
at?
across from there.
Well, they used the pre-existing hill, pretty much.
no, they took
No,
all
they
this,
took
all the
all
stuff
it
from the
down.
sewer. All of the
Yeah.
waste from the sewer and made a pile that was there.
Okay, so, well, like I said, we know the kids love it. How are we gonna go about this? What do we want to do with the
You
sled
have to
hill?
get quotes to find out how much it would cost to fix it or finish it, how costly it would be. I guess that's it.
Is that,
Because right now, it's not safe. the way-
do we wanna do that first and see like how much is it gonna cost us to fix it and do it right? Or do we just wanna take it down? Like, what do we wanna do?
I would suggest getting bids,
Get quotes
because I mean, if you
first.
say the kids like it so much, get bids, and then you have the option of saying, that's way too much money.
Right.
I
agree.
Janice, because you were part of the sled hill originally and everything, I know that you, me, Sam, and Dom were the original ones for the sled hill.
How much would it be to finish it?
Well, you gotta decide how big you're gonna go and how far out you're gonna go and
Probably no much bigger than what it is, because you usually have smaller children on the sled hill.
the
You wouldn't have
problem
to
you had
large it.
already, it was steep enough for some of the people would say it was going too fast, so they were
Yeah,
going too fast to the bottom already for some of the kids, not all of them, but some of them. So I did make a plateau down there, so you kinda come down, you slow down, and then you go a little bit, instead of, it was
Right.
originally designed to go straight down. So,
Over in Franklin was.
all I'm saying is, depends on how big a kid you are, but you're right, it needs stuff on the back.
Yeah.
You have acres of property that you can get material off of it itself and do it properly, but I was gonna donate and finish the whole thing if I got the haul. But because of certain people on the board didn't want that done, they wanna spend more money than they ever had, overestimate, and now that it won't be done anyway, but that's irrelevant. That's very irrelevant. If you wanna try and fix this, by far you got money into it, it's gonna take some to finish it. You'll always have a little erosion problem. Every couple of years, you might need to,
Oh,
you'll have sinkholes for a while. And with the water, that water, once that gets filled, and your water's gonna run back in, it's gonna run somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's the other
The
thing
only
too,
reason
is
it's there is because it's in a big hole.
trying to maintain that hill, I mean, that's a job in itself.
How far down does, go to hit the clay? Over there. Rough idea?
oh. Sand, you gotta go a long ways to get clay.
Right there.
Here, while you're at.
Yeah, that hole over there's 14 feet deep, those stumps are in, and I never hit clay.
And that's the other thing you have to remember, that hill's on top of the,
Stumps.
that
That's
was
stumps.
a hole, that's all stumps, and it's
Yeah.
gonna
And
settle.
that's the whole woods. And once you start doing that, that was the reason they did that, so you didn't have all the cost factor of what you were gonna do with the stumps, which has to be burnt, or even when you burn them, you don't completely burn them. You still have an issue.
I
But
didn't realize that. It could be,
Dangerous.
So,
yeah.
Janice, I'm gonna ask you, cause you were one of the original ones to
Yeah.
do this.
Probably the best thing to do is get an estimate of what it would to finish it. And if it's not too bad and cost effective, it might be just to have a small hill there. For
you
the
might
other
wanna get a
kids.
cost, both of them, for what you're gonna do to remove it. What's gonna be
Yeah, we
better.
can do that.
That would-
Okay.
You're gonna have to weigh which one is which.
And then you're saying, Bob, that every so many years you're gonna have to
That's
still
what
upkeep it with.
It's erosion, it's,
Because
you're
it's gonna
rotting,
settle.
Right.
you're rotting.
Yeah.
It's rotting wood,
Yes,
that's period.
yes.
So what,
Even if you take it away, it's still gonna make a hole sooner.
Well, that hole will still settle for 3 years. If you took every stump out of there, as deep as that hole is, if you took every stump out of there and filled it all with sand, in 3 years, it's still gonna settle, you'll need
Still
some
gonna
more.
sink,
But
yeah.
after about 3 years, it'll plane out. But your water table's very high over there, so you're on jello.
Right,
You're on jello, and it'll take a while. You just don't get 14 and 15, 16-foot holes
Wow.
to be
fill in,
solid
right.
in 1 year.
okay.
You can if you put all stone and compact it in 12, 18-inch lifts all the way up. You can get it solid as build on it.
So, Janice, your suggestion is getting quotes for both
Right,
removal and fix it.
that'd be
Okay,
the best thing.
okay. Coming to you next. Cause you were also, okay. Coming to you.
Wake up.
I'm with that, whatever.
Okay, so we'll get quotes, to see what it will cost to remove and to fix this limit.
And to fix it, you were saying having gravel or something brought in?
No,
back-
sand,
More
Sand.
Just,
sand, clay,
just fill it in,
just fill it in.
yeah.
You got a question on the floor?
I think,
If you're gonna ask for quotes for the possible fixing it, my 2 cents is make sure that all the way around is sloped enough that it's not dangerous, and then the one side be sloped for, kids are gonna go off the steep side anyhow. Make sure it's not too steep is all I'm saying.
Right.
Some kid's gonna wanna try it.
Oh, yeah, you got kids that are gonna.
And then we might wanna ask for quotes for top dressing it with something that'll hopefully grow. Doesn't have to be topsoil, but something better than just sand that's gonna have a hard time growing things. And every time the kid walks up there, he's gonna rip out the roots and there's nothing there growing again.
yeah, okay. So we're in agreement, we'll do quotes for removing it, fixing it.
That's the only way to do it.
Improve it and all of that, and then we bring it back. Okay, I will try to do that one, I can ask the ones that did the one uptown and see what they say and go from there and other ones. Okay. Anything further for additional business that needs to be added? Anything else? Okay, public comment. Got anything?
For your Pinewood Derby thing, you might wanna look into reaching out to that Limitless RC that's in Millington.
Okay.
Cause I know that they have a whole bunch of that stuff, tracks there. Couldn't think of the word, you know what I meant.
Yeah, okay. So, we have quotes being done, I'll send you all that stuff. I will get the quotes for the hill. We discussed the events. Anything else? Nothing else? Okay. I just did a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Sam did it.
Second, Sam.
Okay,
How's that?
all in favor?
Aye.
Just in case.
Meeting is dismissed at 8:06. And it passed 7-0.
No, you're fine.
Okay, our next meeting is February
No, you're
5th.
fine.
Okay.
That's why you don't even need a burn from there. As long as it's snowing around, you don't need to know.
According to the city, you still have to watch